Empanadas are a typical Latin American snack. Delicious and sweet dough filled with your favorite savory or sweet ingredients. Use leftover chicken or beef, or maybe just vegetables. Easy to make and easy to eat, empanadas will be a great snack for your next gathering.
Hello everyone and welcome to What Should I Cook? My name is Neil Fuentes and this is the show where we are going to be preparing meals according to your suggestions and your questions. Exactly. Yes, you are the star of the show. Please send me your videos, please send me your emails, and I'm going to be making an amazing meal for you so you can follow it at home step by step and look like a real chef. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Witcher. So what's up, Chris? How are you?
All right.
What's going on? What did you do this week? What's happening?
Busy.
Really? You've been working a lot? Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, anyone know, Chris is a professional DJ. If you would like to get in touch with him, just take a look at the screen. In the bottom of the screen, we're going to have that information for you. So what did you do this week? What parties did you do?
I've been busy doing after-grads for all the graduating kids around the state.
A lot of graduations going on here at Yale for the past 2 weeks. You know, a lot of happy parties. I also been having a lot of that in my restaurant as well.
Yeah.
So we have a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be cooking empanadas. Empanadas is this amazing little snack dish that is very popular in countries such as Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and Venezuela. It's basically normally made with either flour dough or cornmeal dough, which is what we're going to make today. We're going to be making actually empanadas from my country, Venezuela. Have you ever had empanadas before?
No.
No? Do you know what it is?
No clue.
They're awesome. They're actually cute. They look like a little half moon thing, and you can stuff them with anything you want, such as meat or cheese or black beans. Today, actually, I'm going to be making shredded beef, and we're going to be making black bean ones today as well. That's going to be kind of cool.
That sounds
And you're going to
delicious.
love them, trust me.
Yeah.
Chris loves my food. Do you have anything similar in Ireland? Chris, you know, his family comes from Ireland. What do you got there?
Probably
similar?
the closest thing would be like shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's very
Right.
similar.
It looks more like a cake kind of thing, but it's basically pretty much the same concept, which is what we're going to do today. And they are so easy to make. When you make it at home, next time you have a party, you're going to look like $1 million and people are going to love you. So I have a good friend of mine coming here today. We have a great show, like I said before, and we have Michael here. Let me show you a little bit of what he does, ladies and gentlemen. Michael is actually a great singer, and he's been writing music for a while, and finally somebody picked up one of his songs in the Netherlands, and this is what it looks like. Let me show you. Yes, that's who is going to be here today, ladies and gentlemen. That will be Michael. So that is our show for today. I can't wait for you to start making the empanadas after I make it today. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I wanna take you to the places that we are forbidden to take you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to What Should I Cook? My name is Neil Fuentes and this is the show where we're preparing meals that are coming from your ideas, your questions, and your suggestions. So like I said before, we're going to be making empanadas. Empanadas is one of those typical dishes from my country, and they are absolutely delicious. So what we have here is a bunch of ingredients, and I'm going to go all over with you right now. We're going to start with onions. Onions is what's going to give everything flavor. So what I did was, instead of buying 3 medium onions. I just bought a gigantic onion and I divided it in 3, and I'm going to use them for all the 3 dishes we're going to make today. So the first thing we're going to do is grab one of these onions. I'm going to chop it really, really small, and this is what we're going to be using for our meat today. So empanadas was one of those dishes that my mom used to make when I was a kid, and the reason why I love them so much is not only because my mother used to make them for me when I was a kid, but there's a very nice story behind it. What happens was my mom, when she was a kid, she used to sell them on the street because my family was so poor that we had to get money somehow, so we did it this way by selling empanadas. So like I did, look, what I did was chop some onions, and I'm going to put them right in a nice hot pan that I have right in here. And this way we're going to saute our onions a little bit, right, to start giving that oil a little bit of the flavor that we need with this. While those onions are working, then I am going to cut the other onions for our black beans, which is pretty much same thing we're going to do. We're going to chop this onion really, really small as well, right? And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to put it in this pan so they start cooking, and we're going to caramelize them nice, and they're going to get a little bit sweaty and delicious, and then we're going to put and dump the black beans right in there. So there go all the onions. Now we have 2 things going on already, as you can see. Look how simple this is. With 1 onion, we're actually making 3 different dishes. So we have onions going on over here, and we have onion on both pans. The rest of the onion is for the sauce that we're going to be using for our meat. And as you can see, this is real television. I'm starting to cry because of these onions that I'm cutting right now. But it's okay, I will continue the show for you. Anyway, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the onions in pieces that are a little smaller, right? And then we're going to put it in our blender, right in here. Our sauce is basically going to consist of onions, a little bit of tomato that I have right here, and you can use any kind of tomato you want. In this case, because of budget, right, if you want to economize a little money, all you have to do is just use some of these Roman tomatoes, and they're going to make a great sauce for you as well. So we do the same with the tomatoes. We cut them in little pieces, and in the blender they go, as you can see. And the next we're going to do is bell pepper. And I'm going to try to use this one because it's going to give the meat a nice kind of reddish color, and it's going to go and look nice and pretty once you open those empanadas. Checking the onions are working really well. If you never peeled a bell pepper before, look how simple this is. You grab your bell pepper. If it's a little kind of, goes around, you cut it in the bottom. So you make it nice and stable, right? And then you grab your knife and you cut one side, then another side, then another side, then another side. You cut it right here, and all this right in the garbage. See how simple that is? And then we're going to do the same thing with the bell pepper. We're just cutting in little pieces, chop it a little bit, not too small, and in the blender it goes for our sauce for the beef. To that, I'm going to add a cup of water. And to that, I'm going to add my favorite seasoning that I always talk about when we are here in our show, which is adobo. Adobo is a South American or Latin American seasoning that has pretty much everything in it. Pepper and cumin and salt, and makes food just absolutely amazing and delicious. All right, so we have water, we have bell peppers, we have tomatoes, we have adobo. Let's blend this baby, and this is going to make the sauce for our shredded beef that we're going to be making today. All right, come on, baby, you can do it. There we go. That's beautiful. So we're going to let that work over there. I have my onions over here. There we go. And now it's time for the beef. The beef is going on. So what I did was I just grabbed your favorite piece of meat that you want. In this case, I just grab a top round, and then I put it in a pan with onions and celery and a little bit of adobo, a little bit of salt, pepper, and red wine, and I boiled it for about 3 to 4 hours. And then I let it cool, and I shredded it, and it's going to look just like that. It's nice and delicious and tender. We're going to put that right in here. In our pan, with the onions that we've been sweating now for about 2 to 3 minutes, I would say. Okay, so we mix the meat with the onions, right? And look how simple this is. All you need to do is just dump the sauce on it, right? Just like that. Turn your heat up really, really high and just let it cook until the sauce becomes nice and brown and the meat is going to be nice and tender. And that is our shredded beef. So we have our shredded beef working already. Now let's talk about the black beans. The black beans, all we're going to do is, we have, like I said, the onions right there already sweating, as you can see. When you cook onions, you have to be patient. Don't put a pan on the stove and put it screaming hot, because what's going to happen is your onions are going to become burnt and they're going to become bitter. So what you need to do is cook them slowly. Patience, my friends, is the best thing that you can have. So we have our onions in there, and let's just dump black beans right in there. Absolutely fantastic. And mix them both together. And then these are actually canned black beans, and they come with a lot of juice. So what you need to do is just put the black beans in there and let them cook until the juice kind of evaporates, and that is all, and it's going to be ready. And this is the two things that we're going to be using for the empanadas. So when we come back, we're going to have a friend coming in, and he's going to be performing with us, and he's going to be singing a great song. So please don't touch that remote. Don't go anywhere, because this is What Should I Cook, and we're going to show you a great time.
Dale mambo, dale mambo. Son cosas que pasan en el barrio fino. I'm a go-getter, I'm a go-getter, I'm a go-getter. I'm a go-getter, a real go-getter. Never giving up, don't care if I'm out of luck.
He has a hit song circulating in clubs all around the world, and he doesn't even have a record deal yet. Ladies and gentlemen, up close and personal, please welcome Michael.
Take you to the places that we are forbidden to go. Don't you know?
Latin music influenced me? Yeah, I would say yes. I don't do a lot of Latin music, to be honest with you, but I want to do more of it. And you know, I'm in the middle of recording my first full-length album that hopefully will be done in early 2011, and it does have a reggaeton-style song on it.
If you were to have 50, 16-year-old or 50, 14-year-olds or 12-year-old in front of you right now,
Yeah.
and all of these 50, whatever the age
How
are,
many
they're
of them?
teenagers, 50, whatever amount of
50?
number of,
Okay.
a lot of teenagers in
I had a
front of
couple
you
of
right
them.
now. And-
During the shoot of my last video, it was quite funny, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's say that you have a group of teenagers in front of you right now
Okay.
who all want to incurse into the show business. They're starting to produce or to make songs. What would be your advice to them?
Well, just basically what I said before. I mean, you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta go with yourself. I know that sounds kind of typical. I think every artist kind of says that, but it's the truth, and you can't give up. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I had my own family members just tell me that this is gonna go nowhere, blah 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 blah, and I've done quite a bit for myself. So they're gonna have to really put up with any negative criticism. I'll be honest with you, I didn't get a lot of negative criticism, so I feel lucky about that. But I did get some from some of my family members, not my mother, thank God, because you kind of want your mom to really be behind you. You know what I mean? It's your mom.
Right.
So, you just gotta look the other way when you hear it. I think a lot of people think that, you know, being a star, being famous or whatever is for special people, but everyone has the ability to be special, and everyone is special as far as I see it. So that's what I would say to them. Don't give up.
Hello everyone and welcome back to What Should I Cook? My name is Neil Fuentes and this is the show where we prepare meals according to your questions and your suggestions. And Michael is here. Thank you very much for coming. That was a great song. Did you have a good time over there?
I loved it.
Good. So you know we're making empanadas today, right?
It's my favorite.
Really?
I'm looking forward to this.
How come it's your favorite?
It's my favorite snack. I mean, honestly, it's like tacos, empanadas, all those kind of things. I just love those. Latin.
Right. You know how to make
Latin
them?
food. I have a little bit of an idea.
All right, very easy. So we have a cup of water here. And we're going to put it right in this container, right?
Okay.
To that, I am going to add a little bit of sugar. And in this case, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of sugar. Because you want the dough to be a little bit salty and a little bit sugary at the same time. And then you add a pinch of salt to that, right? And then to that, we have regular flour, wheat flour. So we're going to have about couple of tablespoons of that, and to that we're going to have corn flour. This you're going to find in your regular grocery store, and it's basically flour made of corn. So we're going to add about a cup of that, cup and a half to that, and we're going to let that kind of absorb the water, right? And then we're going to knead it, and to knead it is so simple. What we're going to do is just go like that, as you can see, and the flour is going to start becoming a dough. So you see that? Mm-hmm. So tell me, Michael, about you as I'm making this. So this song, how do you come up with that idea?
This song, Forbidden?
Yeah.
Well, it's my second single.
Yeah.
The first one was a dance thing.
Uh-huh.
And started circulating in the clubs, like you said, especially in Ibiza,
right.
Spain.
Uh-huh.
And this one is a mid-tempo ballad. It's different. It's slower. It's just about romantic.
It is.
One
It
of
is
those
a
romantic
pretty,
songs.
very, very pretty song. Very pretty song. And when did you do actually this? Actually, the right question would be, how do you get that song to go into the Netherlands? Is my question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a DJ in the Netherlands, and he's a DJ and producer. I'm working with him
Right.
on my stuff currently,
Right.
but he's not the one that's responsible for helping the Go Getter song become a hit.
Uh-huh.
It's actually a DJ from right here in America,
Right.
but he happens to go overseas, and he, does his DJ sets in huge clubs like Pasha and things like that.
Gotcha.
He
and
did a
he
remix.
listened to it and just got it and started editing?
Yeah, I actually asked him. I had to take the first step and say, I really like your sound. Do you want to do a remix for this song?
Pretty cool.
And then eventually DJ started asking me to do.
Nice.
To do remixes.
All right, let's for our audience over here. So what I did was I grabbed a little piece of plastic paper. That's all I did. A bag, and then I cut it in a way that I can make my empanadas, and then I add a little water to this, as you can see. Now we're going to grab a little bit of the flour, right?
This
With
is the
dough.
part that I'm familiar with.
That you did it before, yeah. So we're going to have it, and we're going to put a little bowl right here, and we're going to make a little circle, as you can see, right? And you saw me making the beef before, and you saw me making the black beans before. So I'm going to show you that again. So let's make a black bean one.
Okay.
All right.
Love black
so
beans.
we grab a little bit of the black beans, right? And we put them in here, just like that. And to the black beans, I have something called queso fresco, which is a Latin American cheese. I'm going to put it right in there. And look how simple this is. All you have to do, everybody, let's show over here. We're going to fold it in two, right? And then we're going to press it, press it, press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. And then we're going to do this, and we're going to take the edges off. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have an empanada. Okay? So we're going to fry it now. Now, as you can see, the one thing I wanted to tell you was Michael and I are actually very fans of Madonna. And in his video, he's actually doing, I want to show you this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
No.
let me show you.
Strike the pose.
All right, see that? Now, how do you learn that?
Well, actually, I did that way before Madonna. Let me just say that.
How?
It's a yoga move. I've been doing yoga for a
Oh,
little while.
really?
It's just a yoga move.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Want to learn how to do it?
No, I can't do it.
No, come on.
No, I can't do that. Are you serious? You serious?
I really want to teach you how to do it. It's really fun.
Okay,
It's really
show
fun.
me. Let me see. What do I have to do? Let me see. All right, he's gonna show me the handstands, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to do this.
You
but-
ready?
All right. So what do you have to do? What
So, do you want a
to
pillow for your head or something?
No, let's try it. If it hurts, let's do it. So what I have to do? I'll do it
So
with you.
this is really good for your abs.
Uh-huh.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get on all fours,
Oh
Okay.
God. Okay.
all fours,
Uh-huh.
and head on the ground.
Oh Jesus, get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ow, that hurts.
Well, now you gotta lift your knee there. Lift your knee and go
Oh God.
straight
Okay.
like that. Okay, straight like that.
Oh, this hurts. How do you do this?
Well, you're gonna be on your head completely. So, ready? Okay. I'm gonna try to do this with all these chords here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And you lift.
Ah, here we go. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
See, it's a,
You blocked something over there. All right, let's
It's a
finish
yoga
up over
move.
here. So, that was difficult. That was really difficult. Well,
Yeah, it
let
took
me
me a
show
while
you
to-
this. Look at this. My empanada is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Grab me that plate right there. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to put my little plate right here. We're going to put the empanada right in there. Look at that beautiful thing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half. And we're going to show you what it looks like. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, this is an empanada. You see that?
see that?
Yeah? You want to try it? It's a little hot. You see?
let's try it out.
Mmm.
Very good.
Isn't that good?
It's amazing.
This is absolutely amazing. And it's hot too. It's so hot too, but it's good.
And that was perfect timing. We finished the headstand at the same time.
I know, we kind of did it. So ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those dishes, once again. It's called empanadas. Absolutely delicious, and you can make it at home. Really simple if you follow these simple instructions, and you're going to have a great party. This was What Should I Cook? I would like to say thank you to our friend over there, our DJ, Mr. Chris Witcher. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for him for being here. Also, our guest star, Michael. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, welcome. Especially thank you to you, to Joya for sending you that video. Thank you to you once again for watching. And once again, this is What Should I Cook? My name is Neil Fuentes, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day.